I just use
this terminology.
Remember Trap Queen? We're having a Fetty Wap. What's up with him? He's still popping.
Close to Marcus. I just bumped knees with him.
I'm about to back up, son. Don't get out of frame, or I'm gonna be the star.
You said we're having a Fetty Wap?
Yeah.
I heard you got a motorcycle.
Camera. I think I'm out of frame. I can't.
You allowed to ride a motorcycle?
Is half my body out of frame?
Yeah, you allowed to ride a motorcycle.
Is half my body out of frame? I can't see the way you got it.
You good?
You lying to me.
I didn't even see that coming.
Slide over. I'm not trying to bump knees with you. That's gay. I need you to slide over. And it's too hot to be directly next to you anyway. Back that damn camera up. Come on, man.
That's how it always is.
It's hot. I don't want to be directly next to you. I just touched your knee,
Bring
dog.
that little
That was
child.
so uncomfortable.
Act like that.
I can't act like this in my house.
You right, Ring. You right. I don't think you should tell everybody that on camera now.
Okay.
This is going on the internet. The whole world will see this.
It is hot though. God damn,
Put
Ring.
the air on. We don't got the fan?
No, my mom got it in her room.
Ash, can we hold it, please?
It's cool. She gonna die heat stroke.
Ask me if we can hold her fan.
We're talking about the Bible.
No, because then Ring got dropped to the hospital afterwards. That's
And then it's gonna
No,
turn
the
into like a
air
5-hour
conditioner
podcast.
Good podcast.
She gonna come down here.
Damn, I
Come
would
on
be
down
out
here,
of.
man. We got a special guest.
I would be
A
out of.
very, very, very special guest. It wasn't for her. We wouldn't even had a podcast in this basement. Yeah, bring her down. Yeah, curse. Hold your tongue, Ring. Oh, we don't want Marcus.
I ain't raised you to be like
With no
that.
soap in his.
Oh yeah, but ain't no bar soaps in this house, so she probably gonna pump the drum. Yeah,
I don't care how old you get.
you're still my baby boy.
We ain't gonna have an episode about my childhood story. She ain't gonna tell y'all how she used to abuse me with a stick because it said that's how you should punish a child in the Bible.
It don't say nothing about a damn stick.
Or how I say you should punish
Just
a
say you
child.
should chastise them.
With what though? Say you use it's a weapon. It's certain. It's
It's a
something. Yeah, and that's when she literally took that seriously, and that's what she was
Where she
punishing.
hit you with?
It was like a. It was like a broomstick.
Where she hit you at?
In my all my bony places, because I was bony when I was a child, believe it or not.
So like your leg.
The shins, elbows, because I be trying to block. So
why would you be trying to block it?
Why would I sit there?
This ain't no karate. Ouch! Damn, she got me good.
Why moms get mad when you try to defend your like
I don't know.
block
It's
or you try to
They
grab
don't know
it?
what self-preservation is.
I hate when moms just say, "Stand right here. Come here, stand
Oh,
right here."
yeah.
Like, how do you pick that? They try to grab.
You think we learned that from slavery?
I don't know where they got that from.
You think that's where we learned that from?
That's human instinct. It's called self-preservation.
Right, yeah.
When you see something that's getting ready to hit you, you're going to naturally defend.
That's her fault though, because they caught me a
But
couple of
parents-
times with the back slap. And I'm like,
The backslap.
Yeah. Pow!
Oh.
So I be on point now. You ain't catching me. Nope. And I still don't understand why they used to tell us to shut up after we cried.
You can't beat your kids like that nowadays.
Yeah, you can.
You
You gotta do it behind closed doors.
A lot of people don't believe in whipping their kids.
No, they don't. That's why they the cops still believe in whooping kids.
Just because you got whooped don't make you a stand-up citizen when you grow
I
up.
agree.
That's for sure, for sure.
I agree.
And on that note, we're back. It's yours truly, K Double. We got the rabbit killer, Mark. We got the voice at
I'm
the
a
end.
fud.
It's the Klaptrap, everybody. We back.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. It's hot as hell down here today. I need to put an AC down.
It's been hot all week. It's been like 104. Feel like
115. What you talking about? 104. That's cool. Be cool.
No, it's
if it was
not.
104.
No, it's not.
It was like 115 the heat index. I don't understand that the heat index.
That's what it's supposed to feel like.
Yeah, but the thermometer say like 105 or something like that. Ain't it? I don't get it. Like, which one is it? Shouldn't it be 115? If it feel like 115, ain't it 115?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But
It's the
I
same
don't
thing
know
in
how
the
that
wintertime. Like, you got the wind chill. It'd be like 20 degrees outside, but the wind chill make it feel like it's zero. It's like, all right, ain't it zero?
The wind chill do make it worse.
Yeah, it's like, all right, it's 0 degrees then. When that wind blowing, it's 0 degrees. Like, I don't get that.
I don't know. I just know it'll be cold.
This humidity, I think that's where they get the heat index from. Cause like it's literally like you walk outside like you in a sauna or something. Like you feel like you stepping into a bowl of soup.
I know it's hot.
What kind of soup?
Chicken noodle.
That's nasty soup. Tomato bisque is what you meant to say, my boy.
You walk outside, you just start sweating. Your clothes get all moist. You like, what the hell? But yeah, I don't get that there. I need a meteorologist to come on here and explain that. Because if it feels like it's 115,
Hurricane Schwartz.
It's 115. Oh, shout out to Quilly on that. Yeah, that flew over your head, huh? My bad. Anyway, we'll keep going.
I heard that terrible goddamn. Ain't nobody worried about that music video.
Quilly got more than one video.
Oh, my bad.
He got more than one. Yeah, so how was everybody? How was your weekend, Rabbit Killer? Why don't you tell everybody what you did this weekend?
My weekend was good.
Rabbit
You know, I was cutting the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And everything, having a good time.
Rabbit Killer.
You about to show it on film what you did? He videoed it?
He recorded himself
Yeah.
slaughtering one of God's creatures.
This boy was killing that shit on that job, dog. I can't wait for Meek to hop on this job.
Like a whole beat.
It do sound like a fucking Just Blaze job.
Yeah.
Meek definitely got in contact with him, man.
You think he gonna be better than
You can hear
Jalil?
his finger
Nope.
hitting the... He said nope. You hear his finger hitting his drum.
I'm interested to see whatever shit he got besides this one.
That's hot right there.
This one is crazy.
Beat is sick.
Ain't he in this fucking car doing this shit?
I can't tell what beat that is, though.
Oh, the sample?
Yeah.
He's not even looking at the fucking thing.
He did it so many times.
Mm-hmm. See, I like beats where the bass is not like the same every time. Like it always switch up. It just sounds so soulful. I'm sure agree.
Okay, Jay. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice beat. You cut it off now, dog.
I gotta finish it out. It's only 2 more seconds. Don't worry about it.
Where the guy from?
I don't even know.
Know where he's from?
Nah.
I don't even know.
That
They
was
found
a
him on
crazy
social
beat,
media. That shit was crazy. I'm like, what? I had to find it.
That was a crazy beat.
I had to find that shit. Anybody, have you ever heard of that movie, The Watchmen?
Yeah, it's based off a comic book, that movie.
They're coming out with a second one.
You seen the
Are
first
they?
one?
Yeah, I saw the first.
First one was good.
You like
Actually,
the
I
first
read
one?
the book. Yeah,
Read the
I
book?
read the book.
It was alright.
Mr. Manhattan.
That one was good. Anybody watch that Pacquiao fight?
Nope.
I
thought he retired.
saw it. I mean, I saw highlights on ESPN. I was trying to see it, but none of my friends wanted to be a good friend and
Order it.
not even order it. You know, don't nobody pay to watch those fights now. Everybody stream them on their Fire Stick. And one homie had to work the next day, so he was asleep, or he just ain't want nobody to come over and watch it with him. But it's all good. Yeah, I'm dropping down on you on the
I see. That's
on
crazy.
the shit, but that's how I feel right now. Just like I ain't getting invited to no cookouts this year.
It's been too hot. It's too hot to be sitting in front of a fucking
This the
grill,
first
dog.
weekend it's really been hot as hell. This is the first.
Play like this all summer, man.
No, this is the first weekend it really.
Yo,
been hot.
it really feel like it's like this all summer, dog.
It's summertime. What y'all expect? All right, I just want to see y'all when it come January and December.
I'm cool.
I want to hear y'all miles then. When the Hawk, y'all complain about the sun. When the Hawk trying to get y'all. That's
Would you
what
rather
I'm
be
I'd
hot?
rather be hot.
You rather be hot?
I'd rather be hot and sweaty than cold and freezing. That's painful.
Would you rather have air in the
I'd rather be
in
hot.
the summertime or heat in the wintertime?
I'd rather have air in the summertime.
So then you don't want to rather be hot then. You rather be cool.
No, I'd rather have the heat.
But you said you would rather have the air in the summertime
Yeah, it feels better.
than the heat in the wintertime.
Yeah, it feels better cooling off than heating up. Cause
Mm.
you ever been cold as hell in the wintertime?
Nah, I never knew you could be cold as hell, though. But go ahead.
You ain't never been to hell. Don't worry about it. You don't know what's going on.
You'll be cold, and then you start to get the feeling back in your fingers, and and how painful your skin be burning. Like that, don't nobody want that. That's different from this when your skin burning. There, you just sweat. That painful feeling, like that's letting you know, like you almost been frostbitten or whatnot. Like that's a terrible feeling. I can't stand it.
Felt that before you were.
Oh yeah, that's because you never felt it that when we was at that warehouse.
No. So I used to always run around the warehouse.
Yeah,
I never stayed near the dock.
Yeah, if you was on the dock, that's brutal. I'd rather be out in this heat.
At the same time.
Because you can easily just get a bottle of water poured over yourself or something like that.
So, wait, you said you rather have heat. You rather have heat in the wintertime.
No, I said I've ever had an AC in the summertime.
I'd rather have heat in the wintertime. I played that game. I had a Grand Prix a few years ago.
Don't get me wrong. They both brutal, but me personally, I can stand the heat more so than the cold.
And the heater went on that motherfucker. I was driving home with my work gloves on. It was cold. My God.
That shit was terrible.
And you just got to sit in a chair. Like, you're not even, like, moving around. You sitting in a chair trying to drive.
You had leather seats?
Mm-mm.
Nah, that's good.
It's funny because you know how sometimes like you can feel your engine heat sometimes.
Yeah.
But in the winter, like you never felt the engine heat from this joint. I was like, yo, come on, engine heat, you ain't nothing.
I was driving fast trying to get it to heat up.
Oh, man.
Nah, bruh. And that was just too cheap to buy another fucking to get the joint fit, the compressor. Something was broken. It was like $600.
In the wintertime, you could layer up though. In the wintertime.
In the summertime, you can just delayer though.
But you can't get nowhere. You can't go nowhere.
You take your skin off.
Put your shirt on before you come in that store. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Not this weird fishnet wife beater. Y'all tripping. I gotta learn from the Jamaicans, man. I learn from the Jamaicans. They can't say you ain't got no shirt on if you got a fishnet wife beater. Just like you ain't got a shirt on.
Where do you buy them at? Where do you buy a fishnet wife beater?
That's K-Dub.
Foreman Mills?
You got an extra roster.
With some Cadillac boots.
You got extra rosters.
With some Cadillac ACG boots.
Like, where do you find this stuff at?
You got extra rosters.
But they be fly, though.
I feel like they make them themselves.
You feel like they make it? They put the wrong label on it?
Oh,
Cadillac sign.
They can't be that hard to make. I mean, it's just fishing that wife beater. It's just like strings not
crazy.
Moving anything like that. But yeah, that's how you stay cool.
But they got dry fit now, so it's like, why not just wear dry fit? Like, why wear fishnet?
Because fishnet is classic. It'll never go out.
Just like linen. Just wear a linen wife beater.
And dry fit is expensive. Fishnet is very inexpensive.
No, you can get you some dry fit.
You can get a 5-pack. You can get a 5-pack of fishnet wife beaters for probably like $2.
From where?
I feel like
you just made all that up.
I feel like he know where you're getting it from, but you're not gonna say that.
Yeah, he know.
Oh, y'all want to know the truth?
No, we don't. No.
The Fleet.
The Fleet.
You can go to Tacony, Palmar, and get the fishnet wife beaters.
I never been there.
How you never been there?
I never been.
He's fraud. He don't want the people to know that he been there.
I fuck with the I fuck with the Cotman and Roosevelt, John.
I never been to that.
How you never been to the Tacony Palmar?
They been. They legends. You run into everybody who you
I don't believe you.
Would be there.
And there's another one on tour on I don't even know what street that is. But like when you get off the Tacony Bridge on the Philly side.
He know where everything is around there, but don't know where the Fleet is in Tacony. Y'all hear this?
They say you never been there.
You go there to get your gas and everything, but never been there. Unbelievable.
So you bought fishnet wife beaters before?
No, I seen it, but I can't.
You just using your imagination.
I can't buy because I'm too fat.
You just using like Mr. Rogers.
I can't buy because I'm too fat. I use my imagination, but not with this.
Mr. Rogers showed you that?
I don't know why you get so defensive.
Mr. Rogers.
Me and Jab both admitted we've been to the Fleet.
Not been there?
But you...
Did y'all see that new movie coming out from Tom Hanks being Mr. Rogers?
How
I hope the show be more watchable than the actual show was.
So you basically saying the show was only boring from when he came in the door.
That's when I fell asleep.
And when he disrobed.
I thought he stayed on that wherever he was sitting at for the whole time. When I woke back up, he was singing his song and
that was like
over.
Old man. It wasn't even a recliner. I don't know what it was.
You know what I'm talking about though, right? Like,
yeah.
I remember him sitting there, and then when I was waking back up, I was like, he's still sitting there.
I'm from with you too nice. something ain't right.
And why was he talking to a trolley?
It was
Is that
about
what it
your
was
man. It was about
ahead,
reaching
take
out
it
to
for
kids and teaching you how to use your imagination. That's what it was
They
about.
say he was one of the nicest men you ever meet,
He
but
probably was.
So y'all think he was a pedophile? That's what you trying to say?
I
I never said that.
I
but
said
since you said it,
shit.
let's talk about it.
Anything ever come
He
out?
do give off them
Nah,
vibes.
nothing around.
No slander against Mr. Rogers show.
Yeah, I don't know no slander about Mr.
Nah.
Mr.
Mr.
Rogers.
Rogers.
Don't mean it with
We
that.
used to go over to that bench in his living room, the trolley, and then they go to what was that called? What did that trolley? Y'all know.
I don't even remember.
I fell asleep.
He said I fell asleep.
I don't even fucking remember.
Mr. Rogers was that boy, man. He made my.
You got kids, right? So what's the cartoons that's popping now?
They watch. I don't even know what they watch. I don't be paying them no mind. They be getting on my nerves.
As long as I don't hear no cuss words, huh?
They be on their tablets watching videos. I sneak.
Oh,
peek
YouTube alive now.
Yeah.
Dora, okay.
Nah,
Is
nah.
Dora still out?
Dora's
movie
still
came out
out,
with a
but I
movie,
don't
ain't
think.
it?
Oh, I
Sitting
did
on
hear
the
about
bus.
that. Is it a black woman?
Dora
like
is for, like-
007 and
Dora's like
I don't
real
know.
young kids. Like
Oh, okay, but young. I'm sorry, I
kids.
didn't know who your children was.
everybody gonna be a black woman now. You got
That's
Little
good.
Mermaid, 007,
That's good.
Dora the Explorer,
007 is this
I don't think Dora is a black.
Simba's a black woman.
Didn't we talk about that
The
last
Lion
week, though?
King.
Yes.
Didn't we talk about that last week? 007?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's
did.
outrageous.
So what? I heard that The Lion King wasn't that great, but I heard kids
For
love
real?
it. I heard like everybody kids loved it, but all the grown ups that took their kids was like, this wasn't even that great.
Because of Beyonce. They hate Beyonce.
What?
Everybody hate Beyonce. They said they don't like Beyonce's voice. I don't know whose voice she was doing on there. But yeah,
I can
that's
see
what
that
I'm
happening.
saying. They said,
Stick that singing. It's like, nah. Love you, big.
See, I was hearing that it was like it wasn't no facial expressions on the lions and stuff. You know how you watch a cartoon,
3D.
but you know how you watch a
Wait a
cartoon.
minute, what is it? 3D? What is it now?
It's still like
CGI?
some
CGI?
but,
Okay.
But it's like they said it was no facial expressions. Like you know how you watch the cartoon and Simba can make faces and everybody making faces, but they were saying like for the lions nobody's making faces.
It's funny because adults said that, right?
Yeah,
The children get like,
the
damn.
kids loved it.
Oh, man, let's go see it again. I like the
Yeah.
original. Let's go watch the cartoon.
But kids are so easily entertained. Like
Right.
when I was watching Power Rangers back in the day, I'm like, this is amazing.
You can see the strings.
This is amazing. But like I went back and watched, I think it's on like Netflix or something.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and watched it. I'm like, what the fuck? What is the plot?
I'm not taking my daughters to see it
What
until they
is
see
this?
the original one, and if they enjoy
With the
that one,
strings.
because they don't deserve.
He's talking about Lion King now. He talking about Power
Oh,
Rangers.
I went
I
back to
went back to
Lion
Lion.
King.
I'm sorry, I was on the wrong page. It always get me like that. Sorry. So you gonna watch the cartoon first and then see the? Okay.
If I don't see their eyes tear up from
You cried. You cried on that
from
scene.
Scar,
You cried on that scene.
Me no.
Okay.
Oh, when Mustafa died?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You cried.
I didn't cry,
Ah.
but I didn't want to watch it no more.
Why?
Because it was like, it's like after you watch it, it's like, why would I want to watch this
Killed
sad
his
ass
own
movie?
brother.
But when we watch Disney movie, every parent
All
died.
Disney movies really got a
Yeah.
sad. They got a sad tale, but they got a
No,
happy.
Yeah,
ending.
which
it's
one?
a happy, like, no, people don't
I watched the
really
Wakanda.
Besides
His dad
Bambi,
died.
that's not Disney. That's Disney. What's Disney
Bambi
now?
mom got killed.
Bambi
That's the
mom
only
did
other
die.
one. That's the only other one.
All of them got like a sad tale.
That somebody die and never come back?
Yeah.
No.
No,
No.
you sure?
There ain't me another one.
The Lion King. What you talking about? That was the biggest one.
Because Cinderella,
She
nobody
had
died.
she didn't even have a mother
Nah.
or
But
father.
something sad happened to her though.
Yeah, but it ended up,
First of all, she was an orphan.
Well,
wasn't she?
so you saying
Was she an
dying,
orphan?
someone dying.
She was an orphan, though.
like, it wasn't no happy ending to Lion King because Mustafa's still dead.
What about Snow White? That's Seven Dwarfs.
She came back alive when the king, when the prince came back
I
and
don't know
kissed
if children should have been watching that movie, Snow White.
You got
It's always some underlying
You got-
shit in the
You
movies.
got Beauty and the Beast. I guess that's.
I don't know, we should've been watching that.
teaches kids about being mean to ugly people. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
No, it's telling them the inner beauty is what matters.
Look what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then he turned around and became a
Or if you're going to be ugly, have money.
Because he was a king, right?
Yeah. So if you're going to be ugly, get your bread, and the women going to come anyway, or the men going to come anyway.
Yeah, vice versa.
Let me ask you a question. A friend of the Klaptrap sent this. You want to read it out, or you just want to talk about it?
You read it out.
So I gotta read it out.
Yeah, you brought it up.
I bring up everything.
That's your job. That's what you get. I was gonna say paid, but
I can't even spit on the floor.
Hey, why would you spit in the studio floor?
I didn't say burp. You know, I didn't even burp.
I like that one better. I'm gonna edit it out. 1, 2, 3. I can't even burp.
God, I can't. God, it's terrible. Was you talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's a lot to read.
Well, no, yeah, you read it. Oh no, we can just talk about it now. Yeah, it is a lot.
Just tell them the gist of it.
Yeah.
You the one who brought it up.
How you don't want to introduce nothing? I introduce it. Yeah, you don't want to do nothing but introduce the podcast.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
I got you.
Come on, guys. Play
so
nice.
A friend of the show sent out a news article saying your kids should not be the most important thing in your family. Your relationship to your spouse should be the most important relationship in the family. Because after that, everything else falls in line how it should be. Like, it's not healthy to see kids in mom and dad in an unhealthy relationship and so forth and so on. So I want to know what's your thoughts. Do you think that the kid should be, if you was married,
right?
Do you think the kid should be the most important thing in your relationship, or should your relationship to your wife or your relationship to your husband be the most important thing, and then everything like a united front? Like, you know what I mean? Y'all raising the kids together. The kids don't run the show.
What you think?
So it's kind of like what we was talking about last week, when the structure, well, the biblical structure of a family, how it should be. So
even still, even when we look at the biblical structure of the family, it doesn't say. It just says man, woman, kid. It's saying it's an order, but it's like, even when I was like talking that over with some people, it was like they don't even that. That's kind of like weird, because they start asking, start getting the questions like, so you saying if...
Well, a lot of people get defensive because they feel bad once they realize that they feel like you're attacking them, I guess.
Well, yeah, and they always get a scenario. So you're saying if the house is burning down, you're going to go in and save your spouse first and leave the kids for last? It's like, no, that's not
what we saying.
What the article's saying.
Bro, yeah, because we can make more kids.
Oh.
But I feel like when you making, like, in order for you to make kids, you have to get with a spouse or have an agreement with somebody. It's like if you start a business with somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the CEO is the most important person in the company.
Well, the investors is the most important thing in the company. But
see, that article, they said the CEO is the most important person in the company.
Why you say that?
I know. I'm saying that's what the article.
Oh, that's what they were saying. Oh, it did say that.
It said the CEO is the most important.
It did say that, but usually the CEO is the main investor. Usually the CEO in the Amazon case, Jeff Bezos owns majority partnership. Some CEOs, like Microsoft CEO, he's not the majority owner. He's just a CEO. He's a figurehead. Bill Gates still owns majority. So it depends on the company that we're talking about. Yeah. But we got off on a tangent right there. But
that's a tough situation though. I can see people like, are they comparing families to corporations?
And they do.
But when you think about, now we talking about people that's married who got children, not single parents with children. We're talking about people who's married with kids. I think the relationship between the two adults are the most important, because one, they benefits off each other. Who gonna feed these children? Who gonna dress them? How they gonna raise them. And I think they I wouldn't want my wife to be like, let me go ask little Jimmy how he feel about the situation. It's just between me and you, and we come to an agreement.
And that's how we run the family.
Right.
See, I'm kind of upset we talking about this now. I should have made sure we had a guest here this week who grew up in a home, because I think we all grew up in a broken home, right? Well, yeah, we all grew up in broken homes. I mean, but someone who had their mom and dad, married mom and dad in their lives their whole way throughout childhood, that they can explain certain nuances and things of how their family structure, how they were brought up a little more. We only can give it from our point of view. And yeah, I mean, the way that article and how that the first
yeah,
video, how that it's they're very similar.
Right.
I mean, because certain things don't apply. Like if you're a single woman and you ask a single woman that, they're gonna say,
her kid's gonna come first before anything.
But the rules don't apply to her.
That's what I'm saying. No singles.
Yeah, because like that is obviously. But if you meet a single woman now, you come into her life.
Oh, you trying to say like playing step parent?
Yeah, now you. Once you get married, the child been.
That's tough though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like.
What do y'all think on that? Like, that's tough.
I mean, I date women with children.
Yeah,
so,
how?
But
Like,
see,
how
that's the
is
thing,
that?
because you just gonna be in the way. Like you're gonna be the least important thing in her life.
I think that all depends.
Like, do the child go back in the back seat?
Until
I was sitting up front all these years. Now you came along, K-Dub. I gotta sit in the back seat. I think he might hit you.
Resent you. Well, it depends how old he is, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because if you come in a picture where here's the child is a newborn.
Oh yeah, he don't know.
Then he might look at you like that. He might even ask you, "Can I call you Dad?"
Yeah.
But as far as like,
say he's 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be challenging.
Got some personality going.
It's gonna be challenging.
I mean, that's a good age. He's still impressionable at that age.
Yeah, but
he's not. It's not like he's a teenager and he's trying to beat you up. What you doing?
Well, what I'm saying is you can't even discipline him in certain ways because the mom not gonna let you do.
That's the tricky
whatever
part.
you want to do.
That's the tricky part is discipline when you get involved with a person who already have kids and you bring your family, like y'all come together as one. The whole discipline, because you may put your hands on your child. Not that I'm condoning that,
but it worked for the Brady Bunch.
Oh, they was white. They don't believe in.
That's a TV show.
They don't believe in physical punishment.
But they had their problems too in the TV show.
They did.
They had a problem every week.
That's usually with the kids getting into some type of mischief or whatnot. I feel like they didn't get in trouble.
And Dad was an architect, so
he was never home.
Yeah, but he had a maid. Yeah, what was the mom? Was she a teacher or something?
Oh, stay home, mom. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember what the mom was. He made that one.
That was all
bucket.
That was all. But yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, the parents should be the most important because I mean, if the parents got to provide,
right?
I mean, it's up to the parents to instill the.
And even still, you got to put, like before y'all come together and create a life or create something. You would think that y'all have to be on the same page with how everything go. We can't, whatever we do, we can't lose us.
Us, right?
You can't let the children control you.
Right.
I think that's what it like kind of somewhat boils down to. Because you let the children run the relationship. Like say if you got an older child and they keep getting in trouble and it's causing like financial despair on the family, things of that nature. Certain things you gotta let.
You gotta let them stay in jail.
You gotta let certain things run its course. All right, you gotta go off to boot camp. Like I mean, we try to tell you things of that nature. Or if you just got a rambunctious young spoiled brat, shut up, mom. Like you got kids that's like that.
No, I seen it. I seen it.
Like in those type of situations.
That's why I don't be understand. Like how come the child could tell the mom to shut up? If I tell the lady to shut up, the husband get upset. Don't talk to my wife like that.
Yeah.
His son just did it. But he only 9.
I would always say if I get in a relationship with someone who got kids, I would want to meet the other. Hopefully, the other parent is still in that child's life. I would want to meet them because if you know you're going to be around that child a lot, like they should know you. And if it comes to a point where that the father is not around, me, I'm a guy case and I'm dating the brother. When it comes to a point when you gotta discipline that child, like that's still a sticking point because you don't want no one yelling.
Right,
you don't want no one yelling at your child. You damn sure don't want nobody hitting your child. That's not the parent.
You ever heard of people back in the day when they used to be like, "Man, I get in trouble with the whole neighborhood yelling, and then I get in trouble from my parents." You ever heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
And now our generation like, nah, I don't want none of the neighbors talking to my kids. I want my teachers. I want the teachers saying not to call me. Yeah. I'll discipline. I don't care how tired I am.
Yelling is one thing. Berating and calling them names.
Right.
And disrespect them, that's a whole other thing. You can discipline a child without calling
only if you don't have a badge on, you could do it.
If you're an older person.
If you got a badge on, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I could take discipline and being stern and strict or whatnot. As long as you ain't putting no hands on them, calling no names, being disrespectful.
If you don't have a badge on, don't touch my child. If you have a badge on, everybody just put a phone out on video.
Sound like you trying to get a lawsuit.
No, I'm just saying that's what people do nowadays, right? That's what I say.
Oh yeah, that don't mean it's right though.
I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying what I see. If you don't have no badge on, people are willing to help. If you have a badge on, they just take their phones out and record it. It's okay, little Jimmy. We calling your dad right now. It's okay.
What you mean people willing to help? Like, what's going on that they need to help?
I'm just saying, like, you see a person who don't have a badge on beating up a child, people are willing to help that child. They're willing to help that child.
With badges
but the person who got a badge on, you see them pull their nigga beaters out and whooping that child ass. You just pull your phone out and just video it.
You assume that
you just video it. You don't assume nothing. You pull out your phone, you video it.
You assume that person with the badge is beating up a criminal.
Right. So we just make good judgment calls, right? That's what we doing.
Yep.
Cool.
Take him to jail.
Just because they got a badge on me, but that's a whole nother.
No, I agree with you. I'm just telling you what I see. I see it a lot.
So it's an article put up by the Bright Side. I'm just gonna read it real quick. It's about the Tibetan ancient ways on how to raise a child. I just want to get K Doubles. He's the only father in the room.
I agree.
I just want to get his input on this.
It's similar to how that other article was. It was very similar. It's insightful.
So they say that bringing up kids is the biggest responsibility a person can have. And there are tons of books on the topic. The Tibetans follow a unique 4-stage system to shape their children into responsible, self-sufficient, and respectable individuals. During the first stage, from birth to the age of 5, kids are usually incredibly curious about everything around them, but they haven't had an experience to learn from. And they can't make rational decisions yet. So if they do something wrong or dangerous, you should look and act. Wait, it said you should, but I feel like it said you shouldn't. Look and act scared and try to shift their attention from something to something else. Don't forget that your kid will never get this time back. Let them explore the world on their own terms.
But no, they just said should.
They say should?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like say the child fall, you're like, oh, you frighten him. He gonna keep falling every time you try to start walking. Yeah. So you shouldn't put that. Go ahead. You should know better.
With them, they were saying like raise your child to be a king or a queen or whatever.
Treat them like a king or a queen from the age of 0 to 5.
I think a lot of parents mistake with that also. That like, you don't treat them like a king or a queen. You treat them like a prince or a princess. What most parents always say they do.
That's what they do now. They treat them like prince and princess.
But no, I feel like most parents always treat their kids like treat them like kids. They don't treat them like adults.
True.
So I think that's what the Tibetan art is like. You should treat them like the adults, but not be so hard on them. At least on that first stage, and it alludes into something else when it gets to the second stage. Like it steps to it. It's only 4 steps though, but it's insightful. I definitely agree with a lot of that.
So we're saying after 5 years down the road until your child's 10th birthday, you should talk to them as if they actually use the word. Talk to them as if they are a slave. You see, you can't just nurture their privileged royal side and neglect their diligent servant one. This phase is...
Hold on for a minute. So
let me finish reading this.
I want to make sure I got the word slave right, dog. Are they saying slave is like a servant?
No. Let me finish reading this part out.
Well, there's a video attached to it. And the dude, he's like, calm down. We don't mean that way. That must be a big word that my friend can't pronounce.
No, I'm waiting for y'all. I'm going to talk over y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I apologize. This phase is crucial because it balances everything out. It's important to build a friendship with your kids during the 3rd stage from 10 to 15. All right. Now y'all can talk about the slave part.
No, the slave part went into some of that right after you said it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if it says servant treat them.
Yeah, it said you should treat them like they're a slave. See, you can't just nurture their privileged royal side. So they should know the side of being at the kings all the way down to the slaves. Which, because in Tibetan culture, the slave is the lowest.
Right.
In the social.
Peasant.
Yeah, the social thing.
The only thing I had with that was like they said in the second stage was trying to be a child's friend.
That's not in that one yet.
No, that's the third stage.
That's the third stage.
So
yeah, that's where most. I don't know if most parents. I can just speak for myself. Like I'll never try to be my daughter's friend. Like I'm dad. Like, you can talk to me about anything because that's why I try not to be too hard and strict on my daughters now. Let them make their mistakes.
Well, let me talk about the friend part before you elaborate on it because it probably saying exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it's important to build a friendship with your kids during the third stage from 10 to 15. Kids are at the age where they're starting to form their own personal opinions and tastes, and they want to share them with you. Never judge them for their views or interests that only drive them away from you.
I agree with all that. Except the friend part.
So what would you call that?
Oh yeah, what you call that?
Because the friend to me is like...
It's
like giving you a license. Yeah, the term friend to me, it sounds like a parent. Like as a parent, I'm giving you a license to do whatever you want.
No.
Like
that's
the term friend and the term and being a parent, like I kind of dictate certain things to you, not. But it's for your own good. Of course, kids don't understand that. But if I'm telling you to do something, it's for your own goodness because you need to do it. If I'm your friend, it's like I'm giving you an option. Like I'm telling you something, but you really don't have to listen to me. But as your parent, we was always taught like
it's not talking about that.
But yeah, because I think it's like more like your child turned 14, she in school. Dad, I want to play basketball, and I don't know if I want to run track. And you're not going to just tell her, no, you're going to run track and play. You letting her pick her out. So she's talking to you as a friend. You just giving her like insight. Like, well, you run track. Yeah. You have a long career, being an Olympic, whatever. If you play basketball, you might tell her, you might talk to her in that. I think that's what it meant by like. They said let her pick their own.
I mean, yeah, I still think you can be a parent though. Yeah. You don't have to tell them. You can still do everything that y'all just said. Like, yeah, you let them make their own choices. But I'm still your father. Like, I'm not your friend. I don't ever.
No, I don't think
it's the word.
I don't think that's the title.
That's why I say I think a lot of people use the term, and I think in that article they use the word friend too loosely because I think friend.
But I don't think parents will ever say I'm your friend. I think the child will say my dad like my best friend.
I think
some parents say it too. But I get what you're saying.
I ain't talking about those. I'm talking about like you have girls. You know you got girls who be like, no, my mom, my best friend, and then you meet the mom like, no, I'm your mother. Yeah. But she'll be like, that's my best friend.
Yeah, but you got. I know some people that like it's usually girls where they have that real tight bond with their mother, and that's where I was like, oh, they'll go out that shit and stuff. Go out the clubs.
I was nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it's not wrong with it, but I'm still mom. I'm still the parent or something like that. Like,
I should respect.
If I ever have a son like that, I'm always gonna be dad. Same thing with my daughters. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna ever like go out and party with my daughters. I don't want to do that. Do
you need to pay $100,000 a month to be dad?
No.
To the courts, you do. In the courts, you do.
They killing Kevin Garnett, dog.
Signed a prenup, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, because she asked for 180, and 100 was for child support, and the 80 was supposed to be for spousal support. But they was like, no, you don't need the spousal support.
That's $100,000 a year,
a month. But that's not set in stone though. Right. Like they just did that until the next court date. I guess that make him show up. I don't know.
Anybody who know me know KG is probably my favorite ball player all the time. That hurt.
Why they get a divorce?
I don't go into that.
Yeah,
they always go to the child support. That's that's the juicy when they find out how much a person had. It was a crazy figure, and I know he ain't make nowhere near as much money as KG. Well, at least to my knowledge. It was when Nas was going through his thing, and they said he had to pay like $144K a month, something like that.
Yeah, that's insanity.
And it's like, yeah, and like you think of Nas, like obviously Nas made his money in investments throughout his life, but like,
that was for child support.
Yeah, I think it's just child support, but yeah, that's ridiculous, man. But they gotta.
It's funny because you got guys out here paying $100 a month.
You got people that paying less than that, bro. People less than that.
It's like, what is that supposed to like?
If you ain't got it, then what you?
Let me ask you a question. So,
what you gonna pay?
so the women don't have to put guys on child support.
No.
That's true.
So they put them on child support usually because the guy not help. He like refused to help.
Yeah, like
So they gotta get a third party involved to make them help.
You got your dad involved.
Or or it can just be straight vindictive. Also, you just be bitter.
But the man can put the woman on child support too, though.
Only Kevin Federline has ever done that in history. It's
I'm saying it's been done.
It's probably more.
Halle Berry, what you going with? But welfare can take you too. Sometimes the woman.
Welfare can't take you.
So like if the mom go apply for welfare and they be like with the dad and she be like, I don't know, they'll like you had the fathers, they'll go after the child. Welfare go after the father.
So instead of going to child support, the dad can be like, yo, let me just give you some. Let me just make sure you're good.
You can, but if you don't see eye to eye most of the time, that just, like it's not always necessary because the father is the deadbeat. That's the picture most single parent women will try to paint. Mm-hmm. Most men get a bad rep for that, but sometimes it could just be you just don't get along with that person. Y'all don't see eye to eye, and
you just call the court.
You're just gonna go down that road, and then you let the courts decide. But that's a whole, once you enter that wormhole, because that's exactly what it is. It's a wormhole. You're in the system now. It's not even about hard to getting out, because you ain't getting out till the child turn 18. We back to that. But once you...
Yo, did y'all know that fucking Jadakiss don't even eat pizza? He just ordered a crust.
Yeah, I still ain't see a picture of that, though.
I put. Did y'all watch the joint on the group chat? I put in the group chat?
The voice on it.
I think I don't want to eat this, though.
No, that alcohol...
You pay for it.
I'm like,
alcohol.
You can smell the American cheese on the pizza.
This is really American cheese.
I don't know if it's American cheese or not.
Never admit.
He said we order fucking
crust.
But yeah, that whole child support
cut the middle out.
That's because if the women really didn't have that, this is the way, of course, their way of justifying it. If you live in a certain lifestyle. And let's say the mom don't have the same money as you, that your child deserves to live the same lifestyle with you. It deserves to have that same lifestyle with the mom that it has with you. So that's their way of justifying. That's how the courts look at it. That's how the judges look at it when you're making all the money and the baby mom ain't making all the money.
I guess it's fair though. Like
I mean,
if I'm rich,
but you know it's not all.
But if I'm poor. They hit me for, all right, you just got to pay $5 a month.
Yeah, but let's just say I make $20 million a year and I met a woman who making $30,000 a year.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
I guess it's fair.
Yeah, that the way they look here, but as a man, you're not looking at it like that. You like, hold on, now I'm taking care of the mom.
Say it's the other way
now
around,
the mom
though, right?
don't got to work no more.
Say it's the other way around. You making $5 a month. They like, well, Ren, you got to give us $1 of that whole $5 you making to pay your child.
Say it again, started.
Say the woman making $30,000 a year, you making $5 a month. They like, well, you got to give us that $2.50. You like, all right, I mean.
But no, that's not the point. No, I think most men care about is that your money is not going to the woman. You want to make sure your money is going towards the child. And when you're paying that amount of money, you know the child. You know that money ain't going to the child. Let me
ask you a question. Going along with what you said, like, what if you making $500,000 a year and she making $60,000 a year, right?
Right.
If y'all was to get married, how much would you spend on a wedding ring? Like.
Oh, wedding ring? Oh.
Or engagement ring. Let me even bring it down more. Let's say she make $40,000 a year. And you making $500,000 a year. How much you spend on a wedding ring? Because like she not used to
Wait, what's your number?
$30,000 in jewelry
What's your
and
number?
shit.
There ain't no number. I'm just gonna get whatever is real nice that I can afford. That's affordable for me.
Yeah, you make
Yeah,
$500,000.
it's not about what's affordable for her. It's about what's affordable for me.
Oh, so you do it up.
She better be grateful that I'm getting her a ring.
So you would do it up.
You would get her like a $25,000 ring.
Yeah, if I'm making $500 a year, if I'm making $500,000 a year, what's 20?
You said she making 30 a year?
Yeah, 40, yeah.
40 a year, he gonna get her a $25,000 ring.
I mean,
she gonna quit her job.
So y'all looking at that?
She gonna quit her job.
She ain't gonna know, because the man don't never tell the woman how much they pay for the ring.
Bro,
she gonna know.
if she make 40 grand
she got a ring
a
on
year,
her
she never
she
seen
gonna-
a $25,000
She's
anytime.
not gonna praise, but
Yeah.
I mean, you don't tell how much. You don't just give it up like, yeah, I paid such and such.
No.
You can look at
She
the ring
see
and tell.
the
it's
ring,
not
she
no-
gonna know.
All right, let's
She
ask
already
you,
gonna
'cause
know you
only
got
wanna
money
hear
in
the
it.
word
Yeah.
ring. So when you bought your ring, right?
You
Could you
listen to the
look
wrong
at it
people.
and tell that it
You
costs
listen
such
to
and
the
such
wrong
amount?
person. Okay, so
Because it's a nice
you
looking
went
ring.
with me, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at my ring and another ring side by side, you know, like, oh shit, it's a difference here. Because even when they had them all on the table, you like, oh shit, what's this one?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
There's different cuts and all that different stuff when it comes to rings. So
But sometimes you can look at a ring and be like,
I mean, yeah,
that
obviously.
shit's different.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but I'm thinking you just talking about like the cut and stuff like that.
No, I'm talking about how much
The
you
price
like price.
Because you could get like a cheap stone, a flawed stone, but if you cut that thing, if it got a nice cut to it, like how you was with the emerald cut, like you fell in love with the emerald cut,
She ain't like that,
but you knew
no,
she
no.
wasn't gonna like it. But the emerald cut, Joe, that wasn't that expensive.
It's classy.
Yeah, but no, it looked the way it
Yeah.
looked. It had a different type.
That's
of
the one with the
prestige
flat
type
stone
look.
on 3 joints I'm
Yeah,
talking
they
about.
square.
Yeah.
The emerald cut is square.
Yeah, that's if I was a woman, that's the one I would want.
Yeah, but that one looked more expensive than any, but that
It
was one of the
did.
more cheaper ones. So that's what I'm saying. It can be a little
Yeah.
bit.
Ain't you supposed to be one that buy the ring though? And you supposed to buy what you want to
I
put on
feel
her
you.
finger?
I understand what you're saying, but I don't gotta wear
No,
it.
that's not how that
That's not how it works.
You gotta get what the woman wants.
I don't gotta wear it either.
Exactly.
Cause she
like,
might ask for an upgrade.
It's fine. At least you know she's willing to wear what you wanted at first.
Yeah. If I would have got her what I wanted to
But
get her,
I'm not gonna
she
jump
would've
on
wore
you
it
too
anyway.
bad because you got wrong advice from people.
I got bad advice from people. But hold up though. If I would have got her what I wanted to buy her,
She still the one.
she would have still would have
Yeah,
wore it.
she
But the only
would've.
reason why I got her with I was actually looking for a certain thing is because it was shit that she was looking at on social media and stuff like that. I was like, oh, she
Right,
like
right.
this type of deal, so this is what I'm gonna try to get her.
it's just funny to me, like when I see people who get engaged, and I know people who not making money, they go out and buy this ring. Let's say buy a $500 ring. The girl is just as happy
Yeah,
as
she
the
don't give a
person
fuck.
who got the $7,000 ring.
Dog.
Oh my god, that nigga gave me a ring. Yeah. They show it off on Instagram.
But you know, if your wife know you make $500K, right, or your fiance, girlfriend, whatever she is, and she know you make $500,000 a year, right, and you come home with a $2,000 ring.
she should be happy.
Yeah,
I tell you this right now, if she go,
she
oh
not
no,
gonna be happy though. If
Look,
she
look,
go,
look,
if she not, you shouldn't marry
You
her.
should marry her.
That means she
Oh,
wants.
no.
That means she greedy. Cause she only make 30
She
grand.
only make 30.
don't no woman want a cheap ring.
I don't
$2
believe
grand.
you.
$2 grand.
No
ain't cheap.
matter,
I don't believe you.
no matter how much money you make, you can make. You can be a
Where that
regular
come
dude
from,
like
though?
Somebody say, where the ring come from, though?
You talk to any female, they be like, no, I don't want a cheap ring.
I don't
Now
believe
you
them.
got some rope down ass.
I don't
women
believe them. I
who
think they
don't
just want a
care.
ring. I think they just want to get married.
They will
Oh,
be
yeah.
satisfied not with no cheap bubble.
I
gum
think
ring,
they
but
want to just get
they'll
married.
be happy with a nice, decent ring, and they see that you willing to make their commitment towards them. But yeah, most women, you get them.
Some girls get engaged without a ring.
They do.
But the black rubber band, I seen it on Jerry Springer.
Yep. Paper ring.
But I mean, I get what you're saying because I got bad advice. I spent all that money for a ring. She didn't give a fuck. She's like, oh, it just look nice. This is like what I wanted. Then I took her to the store to get it resized. She's like, oh, why? It was like, oh, look at this one.
Why you ain't-
Remember, I'm like, yo.
But she gave you bad advice,
Right.
though.
Right.
So she did
She
that
over
to
there hustling
herself.
like, oh no, I want this, I want that. But
She
it's like
sent you
when
a picture of directly.
you
I
at
think
the
you should buy
store.
a cheap one first and upgrade every 2 years.
But if it's cheaper, it'll work out in his favor though. If she like the other one better and that joint cheaper,
you can't take it back. You're not gonna take it back.
No, he can exchange it.
I can exchange it, but she's not gonna downgrade.
No, but if she did downgrade, he can get that joint back and then he can go get his wedding.
I think he should have
went. Get his wedding.
Like I said, you should have went cheap first,
because he still gotta get his wedding band
and upgrade it.
No, she got paid for my wedding band.
Oh, she got paid for the wedding band. Oh, you know that joint gonna be staying.
But I gotta get her wedding band.
Next time, ask people who was already married though. Don't ask people that's single.
I asked Jay Jizzle.
He don't count.
What you mean he don't count?
He don't count.
Hold on. He got his advice from his girl though.
No, I'm talking about
like as far as like talking about the fellas and stuff. Like how
he asking single people. Oh, you gotta spend like 10 grand. You spend 10 grand? I ain't married.
See, when Jay told me how much he spent, I was like, all right, I'm not spending that.
Right.
So I got close, and it was still too much. I'm like, wait a second. She don't even give a fuck. Like, if she looked at me like, oh my God, this don't sparkle crazy, yada yada, I'd have been like, yeah. But she was just like, oh, just like how I want. And then put it on, and then she wear it every day. But I don't think she. I'm like, it was one that remember it was the one that exactly liked it.
Yeah.
But you could just tell the difference. When you put them side by side, it's like, oh shit, this one different.
So y'all had to walk out the store. Oh, yeah, no, I like it, and then she, because she don't want to hurt your feelings.
Right.
She just gonna be happy with that job. But when y'all get your vow renewals, that's when she gonna probably pick out what she want.
And remember, she said she don't want diamonds all the way around the band.
Right.
We walked in that joint. She looking at the Corey shit with the diamonds all around the finger and shit. She's like, oh, that's nice. I'm like, you said you didn't
want that.
like shit like that.
See, she was just saying what she was saying just like off of pictures, man.
Yeah.
You actually took her to the candy store, then it's different because now it's I didn't know they had this many designs and stuff.
No, but Mark was showing her. Did you show her one? Like,
I never showed her nothing. No.
You didn't say this the one Kareem bought for his girl?
Oh,
and she was like, oh, that joint trash. She was like, oh.
Yeah, she didn't like that one.
She was like, that joint. You don't remember? You know what I'm talking about?
When we was out front.
The one who bought?
When I bought the one, I said
like this ring.
You bought it.
You said this your ring.
So remember, I bought it, but I said you bought it.
Okay,
well, who bought who?
Never mind, forget it. You messed my whole.
I bought a ring.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't buy a ring for nobody.
Oh my God, your memory bad.
It's like I just explained to him and he didn't.
His memory is bad.
No, he remember. He just didn't listen on purpose.
My memory is bad. Who did I buy a ring for?
I bought the ring
for nobody.
Oh, you're not listening to me. Let me talk to him.
Good.
I bought the ring. Remember when such and such was outside FaceTime with such and such, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna say, hold it. I'm taking a picture and say you bought it."
I said, my bad. It flew over my head. I'm slow. I didn't have my Cinnamon Toast Crunch today, so.
I can't Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm like, who bought a ring?
Nope.
He just refused to listen to me. He was serious looking at you.
Whoever his girl on there. I ain't about a ring, baby.
To all the ladies out there, I'm single. I ain't about nobody no ring.
He made sure we cleared that up.
Guys. We can't have that going out here. Thinking I'm married.
You know what? I seen somebody else wearing goddamn slides the other day.
Oh, here we go.
Shit pissed me off. And we was like out. We was like at like
a restaurant.
Not even a restaurant. Yeah, no, we was at a restaurant, but we was like at like out and like walking the mall. Slides and slides. No, we was at Chipotle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking came. He was fine shit.
I'm gonna get you a pair of slides.
I'm wearing them in the house. I'm not gonna wear them outside.
Yeah, but then you gonna want to make a wild run in the middle of the night, and you can be like, damn, these Jones is comfortable.
No, I'm gonna put some shoes on.
Your feet can breathe. Like it's just a total different experience when you're wearing slides. Like,
so you got a fresh.
You ain't gotta bend over to tie them up and nothing like that. You just slide your feet right, and you go on about your business, and you can run in them.
So you buy a fresh pair of slides. You would go out on a dinner date with slides?
Not a dinner date, obviously. I'm not Andy Mall, but that's
like. So you would go like, yo, Reem, let's go to the mall. You would wear the slides to the mall.
Andy Mall behavior right there. To the mall, maybe if I'm just going to the mall to get a shirt. Or something. If I'm going to a corny mall like the Mills, yeah, I'll wear some slides in there. Now if I go to KOP, that's just Andy Mall. I'm not doing that.
So you basically saying there's occasions on where you wear slides.
Yeah, like if you going downtown or something like that, I ain't wearing no slides.
But people wear slides downtown.
Because you go to the Mills, you gonna see all the Ricans and they wearing slides anyway.
And that's terrible. Don't wear it. No, they be wearing Jordans.
It's like, oh wow.
They be wearing Jordans.
I mean, that's what they do. They wear pajamas too.
Everybody be wearing pajamas.
Am I saying something wrong? I'm not
They're
saying
not the only ones that wear
that's just
pajamas.
Everybody wear pajamas.
No, they wear
I know what you're
pajamas
saying. They look
outside
to
the
start.
house. Everybody
No, I'm talking
wears
about
pajamas.
everybody wearing pajamas outside the house now.
They wear as their outfits. It's kind of like how he feel.
Ew.
How he feel about.
Trying to be.
How he feel about slides is how
Yeah.
I feel about the essays wearing pajamas
Oh
and
my
stuff.
gosh.
I don't know why y'all don't want to say it. They'll admit to it though. I'm not saying anything wrong.
No, everybody wearing it now.
What's the
Everybody wearing dumbass slides outside of it too.
See how he feel about is how I feel about the pajama endemic that's inflicting the Spanish community.
Dumb
They wear
slides.
Jordans, man.
They wear J's too. They'll wear the Jordans with the pajamas. Yeah.
Yo, if your wife make food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who should get the plate? Who should get their food first? Do it matter who get their food first?
Yes.
See, this goes back to that first art.
I'm so mad with it.
About.
I'm gonna say even if the husband at home, he should get his plate.
Order of the family
made
household.
and pit up, wrapped up and put up. Then everybody else.
Why do it matter?
See, me personally, I don't care.
As long as you get
As
the
long
piece
as
of
I
chicken.
get the I want the most.
What you say? As long as you get the what?
The big piece of chicken.
Like, I would be upset if my spouse didn't know like my portion size. Like, you only made a little bit of food. Like, you know I'm greedy. And why would you give me this one drumstick? What's that? I'm a grown ass man. You give me one drumstick.
Or say the husband made the
Or
food.
one
Who get their food
2
first?
chicken wings. If the husband made
The wife should get the big piece of chicken or the bigger piece of chicken.
no,
Should he feed the children?
The man should always get the most, no matter who cooks it.
No, I'm saying who he should.
I don't care about
he making
what order I
making
get
a
my plate.
Right? Should he give it he go to the kids first? Then like, wife, I'm about to set you up next. Would that be all right?
I mean, normally though, you're gonna probably have the plate set up. It'll be like 4 plates. Let's say you got 2 kids. You just gonna go down the line. I'm gonna make sure I got the most food on my plate though.
Well, yeah,
So,
the adults should
I'm
have
gonna
more food on their plate.
But yeah, I'm gonna have more than my wife also, and my kids. I'm sorry, I'm taking the big breasts. Y'all get the wings or the drumsticks, and y'all can have the thighs. But I'm gonna I need to have the most food.
I agree with you, especially since I bought all of it.
Yeah.
I labor for it. I think I should have the most.
Oh, but how is it though if it's a 50-50 household? And
I
y'all
labor
have,
for it. What are you talking about?
You're not hearing me. If it's a 50-50 household.
Nope, don't want to talk about that. I labor for it.
Yo, come back over. You gotta come back over here.
food.
Nah, you just dismissed that. They gonna say nope. Don't want to talk about that. See, the rules is different if
No rules.
you went half on the food.
Even if you went half on the food,
Because now you're not the sole provider.
I don't care. I'm still the head of my household. That's not my rule. It's what it is. I'm the head of the household, even if I make less than her.
Y'all both filing for head of household on y'all taxes. If y'all not married.
I don't give a damn what the government thinks. Or the IRS or anybody else. I'm the head of my household.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much money she makes.
So
That's right. I am the king.
What sort of things?
See, his mom taught him well in that Tibetan. That's what. Just to think you keep strutting around.
Yeah, he the firstborn, so he probably did get the
Napoleon.
best one.
Right.
Yeah.
Napoleon strutting around.
He the firstborn, so he get all the good shit. She was too busy with his other brothers to worry about him ripping around in the streets.
Jay, you the king in his lane, run off with his pamper, with his hat on, with the C on it, the Captain Crunch. Like Napoleon, he got his little paper sword.
Nothing wrong with that.
He's talking
His
about
mama ain't had no sword.
Nothing wrong with
it was a cardboard sword.
He said
dog.
paper sword.
I couldn't even have my
He
people
still
wouldn't even
use
give me.
this concept to this day.
I
run my
household. It's my way or the highway.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So what do a woman got to do to make you feel like a king?
Submissive. Be submissive.
Well, he answered it. That's good. That was a good one.
But feeding the kids first isn't. It's not submissive.
No, I ain't submissive.
I mean, I just think that's the order. But I'm just saying, like, I'm like Rain though. As long as my portion of my food look right, don't be talking about. Well, Jimmy 15 now, he eating more than you.
So basically, what you're saying is it don't matter who get the plate first. It just matter what the portions are.
Nah, I'm
No,
more.
he want his
my
plate
plate
first,
too,
too.
and the portions.
I necessarily don't care about that. As long as I just got the bigger portion. Like, don't disrespect me. Give me 2 chicken.
And we talking about we got
chicken
food
wings.
for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So feed me first, fix my plate first, give it to me, and then the children, and then she's,
Yeah.
so of course she's gonna eat last.
Would you go in the kitchen and bring out the food for the kids?
I mean, if I
and
wanted
then
to,
bring your own food? Yeah.
If I wanted to. I
If you
had
made
the option.
meatloaf, I don't want one slice of meatloaf. I need 2 slices of meatloaf. So if it's only 6 slices of meatloaf, all right, y'all all get one.
But
I
if
get
times
2.
are getting hard, like say times is getting hard, we can't
We
meet the
struggling
stretch.
together.
Yeah, the kids, of course, kids will get the food, and then I just have to,
But the kids eat for free in school.
I never thought about
We not going to school.
I never
We got to
thought
go to work. We not getting free food at work.
I'm just
They
saying.
going to get fed in school.
I just
They
say
get breakfast and
I
lunch in
would change
school.
it. I'm the head of my household, so I would change the rules.
You going back to that? I'm the king. I can change the rules.
So.
But I think most parents would sacrifice for
All right,
their
that's what I'm
kids,
saying.
though, so.
It would change.
I mean,
I don't want people to be listening. I am broke, and Jazz said he the king. I'm eating first.
People gonna start, we
and
got
a
one
fry
hot
for
dog.
you,
Because
and a fry for you.
Because for a good leader eat last.
Who said that?
That's just what
That's on
it
the
is.
streets.
That's period.
Oh, that's kind of like you the captain of the boat, so you last.
Yeah, you gotta go down with the shit. The good leader eat last.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Where you read that at?
The book?
What book?
Not
I always
the
wanted to
Bible.
learn that book. Yeah, what book?
It's called Entre Leadership by Dave Ramsey. Entre Leadership.
Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey. There we go.
Leaders eat last.
Now in the animal kingdom, I seen the lion. As the lion just took out the food, the lion like, go ahead.
You an animal?
Sometimes that's what they say out here. I'm a wild animal. What about you?
Am I animal?
Why you keep just pronouncing it like that? Is that a rap song? I feel like it was a rap song. That
I mean,
said it like
I
that,
feel like
too.
a rapper did use it one time, but
Sometimes people call me a monster out here. I'm like, damn. Going from an animal to a
you
monster.
gonna say, are you an animal?
You go
So
ahead.
y'all don't think leaders eat last?
Nope. I said no. No, you can think about it. No.
I don't think that's the case all the time. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but
No, they don't.
Okay.
I've been around for a while.
I feel like
I
a
read about
leader-
leaders.
I feel like a leader can eat last, but they probably eat better than us. We getting the dark meat, they getting the white meat.
They already know what they getting up front. So how they eating last? Okay, they got their plate last, that's what you saying?
No, I'm just saying they might get better options than us. They eat last.
I don't think
okay.
they eat last.
My team's taken care of. Now I'm gonna go eat my filet mignon.
I think it was already there though. He just set out and made sure everybody ate.
Why y'all eating y'all ground beef? All right, I'm eating last. I said leader eat last, right? I'm eating last.
You never heard of like stories of people that started businesses, and I'm using business as an example.
Because they don't accept no paychecks.
Yeah, and they gotta make sure the office lights stay on, make sure the employees get paid, but they might not get paid for 4 or 5 months down
That's
the line.
taxes purposes. Go ahead. That's tax
Is
purposes.
that for tax purposes?
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, like most CEOs of companies, well, founders, I should say, like they don't take their pay, like they don't take their
taxes
pay.
purposes.
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
that's for taxes. I ain't know.
They want to keep the business running. That's important.
Oh, okay. I see.
No, that don't make sense to me.
They want the business to keep running, so
See,
Yeah.
y'all would know better than me.
that's why they ain't take no
the
paycheck.
business owners.
If you start a business
Mm-hmm.
and you're not making money right away, but you
Yeah.
want to make sure.
The investors got to get paid first. Right or wrong?
No,
No. Okay.
investors don't.
Okay.
get
What
paid
about
first.
employees? Do they get paid first?
Investors don't get paid
What about
first.
employees?
Right? Yeah.
So they get paid first, right?
Mhm.
Because they run the business, right?
True. Yeah.
So what did I say wrong?
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I'm saying the reason why they didn't get a paycheck is for tax purposes.
No.
And the business got to get run. So you got to pay
Right.
the person that's doing the work.
Right. So what they got to do with taxes?
IRS don't get paid?
What they got to do with
business?
taxes? I'm
That's
trying to
the
find out what they got
tax.
to do with taxes.
Everybody got to get paid before I get paid. The IRS is included with the business, period.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm
That's what I'm
talking about a paycheck. I'm talking about.
It might not be nothing left for him. And the business still got to get run. He's looking for the future.
Right. So you eat last.
I said you talking about the streets. I was talking about drug dealers, business.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about
We
drug
talking
dealers.
about food.
I don't know nothing.
Y'all done made
You
it
can't say talking about
to-
drug dealers and talk about taxes.
They get taxed too.
I'm talking about the IRS. They talking about the
They
IRS.
get taxed too.
They get taxed.
The cops don't come around taxing.
They get taxed by
The mob don't
great.
tax.
They get taxed.
No,
by,
you just saying you just talking shit.
Wait,
like that.
I'm lying.
They get taxed by Denzel.
They get taxed.
Street tax.
They get taxed.
Time to pay up. You already know the
He
cost.
do that. He always do that. Where, like, he starts talking about.
Did I say
IRS
something wrong?
And then switch it up to the streets. I don't know enough about the streets. I'm sorry.
Okay, and we talk about business. Did I say something wrong about the IRS though?
I know the Fed's gonna get this.
I just want to know that same thing wrong. It's just a yes or no answer.
The alphabet
Just a
boys
yes or no
gonna get
answer.
theirs.
I just don't understand what you're saying.
But they might not get theirs first though, because you could go for years without paying your taxes.
They get theirs first, bro.
No, how? Because people.
Because I go to the store and they hit me with taxes, so you got it. They get theirs
We're not
first.
talking about that analogy.
That's tax. Oh my God, that's taxes.
No, what I'm saying now. I don't know what Mark was. What Mark was
Yeah,
talking
go ahead
about.
and say what you're
I'm just
saying,
saying for my let's just say I'm a subcontractor or something, right? And
Okay.
I'm avoiding taxes for all these years. I'm eating first. They're not eating first.
But you're a subcontractor.
Yeah, but I'm still
You're not
eating,
the
and they're
owner
not eating.
of the
though.
business
I'm
that's paying you.
avoiding paying taxes for years, and because if that was the case,
Not really.
If you got a regular W-4, then yeah, they're gonna get this.
Not
first.
really, because if you're a subcontractor and you get your money and you go across the street to a store, they still got tax.
Yeah, but you're buying another good. That's the third party now. If you're going to go buy something, I'm just talking about between party A and party B.
What I'm saying is, if I got a company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I got a company. I saved up some money, or I got some credit, or some investors, or whatever. I got the money together, right? So I get a contract, right?
Who get paid first?
The contract pay out. My employees get paid first. I might not see $1 for 3 or 4 months.
My question is, you pay the employee. Who get paid after that, though?
Then you gotta make sure the business eat, which means you gotta make sure you get supplies. You gotta make sure you get.
The voice has a migraine.
No, because all right, when you employees is whoever work for me, whatever that is, whoever they are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm including the investor, the person that's actually doing the work, and the supplier. They all employees to me.
Investors not employees though.
No, they gave me the money up front. I gotta give them their money back that next month, unless it's like we got a deal. They like pay me back in 6 months.
But they're not considered employees. They're silent investors.
Investors don't always get paid.
You said banks though, so usually
If I own stock in your company, that don't mean I'm getting a paycheck
I
from
heard
the
bank
company.
though. I heard bank out your mouth.
Yeah, if I get the money, if I get a loan, okay.
Okay, so they get paid, right? That's what I was
Yeah,
talking about.
right, okay.
So when they get paid too first? That's
Sure,
what
yeah.
That's what I was talking. I'm sorry. Maybe I should have cleared it up.
Yeah.
Banks would get paid, or a
Yeah,
credit
yeah.
card would get paid
Right,
that
right.
next month. My employee would get paid.
Your employee would get paid first, though.
First of the month, everybody on that first of the month will get paid, or whatever time.
Well, it
that
depends
day
on the
is.
money coming in, but go ahead.
whatever
All
day
right.
They get paid. So
And
that's
you
how I
would
would do it.
you would eat last.
Yeah, I would get my cut.
Right, because leaders eat last.
I would still get my cut up front.
I
I would still get my cut up front because I already know what I'm gonna take out. You usually know what you're gonna take out before you even take the whatever it is.
You ever heard of back end money?
You still know what you're gonna eat. I'm just saying, you still know what it's gonna be.
But you would eat last.
You still know. No, you know what it is. That's why you took the deal.
What if it's not enough for you to eat? What if you got to pay everybody first?
You missed my point.
I understand what you're
I understand
saying.
what you're saying. Go ahead.
It's funny. We all understand what you're saying, but
I would never took the deal if I'm not gonna get paid.
I'm trying to get him to understand what
Do you
I'm
get
saying.
I would never took the deal if I'm not gonna make no money from the deal.
You're
So
gonna,
that's already
you
got
gonna make
paid.
the money, but you might not make money till later. Everybody else
You
gonna eat
still
first.
going to eat, or you would never took the deal.
But yeah, so you're gonna get your plate. You're just not gonna get it first.
You miss. Okay.
Am I crazy?
I
You
feel like-
understand what I'm saying?
Am
Am I talking nonsense?
I know y'all have different philosophies. That's why I think.
Just
it
answer
boils
me. Am I
down to-
talking nonsense?
No, neither one of
Okay,
y'all talking
all
nonsense.
right.
I feel like if he started a business, you know how much. If you say, "Oh, the business is gonna make $500,000 in 10 years," I won't see the money in 10 years. You still already knew what you were gonna get 10 years ago.
The leaders eat last.
Am I right or wrong? Though,
You're
what
gonna
I
eat
just
10
said?
years from now.
I'm just saying, but you knew what you were gonna
Right,
get that
okay.
day before you even put anybody in place.
All right, but you're gonna eat 10 years from now, right?
That's okay. You choose to because of the way you set your deal up.
Because you're the leader, so you eat last.
No, man, we eat first.
See, this is
Just because you know what you're going to get. Just because
You
know
wouldn't
you're
do
gonna
the
get a
deal,
piece of
bro.
the
You
gazelle.
would never did the deal if you didn't know what the numbers.
That's
gonna
fine if you know what it's going to be, but you know that you got to make sure certain shit get paid first,
so you
that
can
the
get
business
your
runs.
money. So
Right, yeah.
I
But
want.
you gon-
It's
you
not.
gonna
I don't
get
think
it.
that's last because you came up with the idea.
You don't think 10 years from now you ate last?
No, because you came up
Okay.
with the idea. I started the idea. Without me, wouldn't nobody be working? No.
I don't know what they got to do with eating first and last. When you starting up, come up with the idea.
I'm saying, how would I benefit if I'm not going to eat? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You going to eat, you just going to eat last.
Okay.
So he said you're the last person. Well, obviously.
He's saying because it's pay. He's saying money wise. Okay. But I came up with the whole idea and everything.
Right, right,
You
right.
already knew you was gonna eat 10 years from now.
Yeah, you know you're 18 years from now, but they gonna eat this year.
That's not my problem. I knew I'm eat. I know my 10 years is coming.
Right, you eating last.
Yeah, See, yeah.
You know you're going to eat. You just not you eating last.
Because your employees is eating during the process. Like, you're paying them out.
They just. I'm not saying they nobodies. They not even seeing the vision for 10 years
But
from
see,
now.
you might eat
but they eat it
more-
first.
You see, you might eat more than everybody else, but they're eating first. You gonna probably see more money than
All
everybody
right, so
else.
let me ask you a question. So the person who's giving me the money so I could pay my employees, I got the money first, right?
Technically, yeah, the check was handed to you.
Is that the profit?
I'm just asking a question.
And me too.
Yeah, because if it's not, it'll go into you, but then you have to pay out, right? You have to pay out.
It still went through my hands.
your
The
overhead.
IRS gonna ask me what did I do with that check.
Did you eat that money? Did
When
you eat those seeds?
When I
Those are
hired those
seeds.
people, when I hired those people,
Did you plant that seeds or did you eat the seeds?
both.
Oh, okay.
Both.
So is this a difference in philosophy?
I feel like the check came to me. I mean, when the IRS come to me like, "Yo, what you do with that $50,000 you made?" I gotta explain where it went.
Yeah.
Why would they come to me? Like, go to those people. I gotta explain to them. Yo, I gave such and such this, that person, that, blah blah.
But I think what
Still went
Mark is saying is that you technically didn't eat it because you still had to take
I
your
did
overhead.
eat it because I paid everybody.
Yeah, you didn't even pay your bills with it.
They are my bills. They are my bills.
No, that was the business
You
bill.
talking about the
Same thing. I am the business.
No.
I am my bills.
See, y'all got different philosophy. I get what both of y'all.
Let's put it like this. If I don't pay my
Y'all look at
employees,
things
they're not going to go to my business. They're going to go to me.
Right.
Yo, Mr. Phil.
Your social security number didn't eat though. Your EIN ate.
I came up with that.
Right,
I
the
came up with the
EIN
whole
ate,
number.
not
The social came up with that whole thing. The idea was mine.
But your social not gonna eat. Your social not gonna eat. It's gonna eat last.
I came up with it. I knew when I was going to eat. I already knew.
Right, but you gonna eat it last.
I knew what my profit was going to be.
Right, but you gonna eat it last.
I already knew what my profit was
You gonna
going to be.
get you gonna get your profit on the back end.
Not me. I don't.
All right.
I don't get mine on the back end. I take mine right off the top. I was told to pay yourself first.
Good.
I like this. The Klaptrap is getting testy. We're about to wind it down though. This is hot as hell now. I can't take this no more.
Oh yeah, you gotta bounce.
And yeah, it's getting a little late, but y'all already know. Subscribe, like and subscribe on SoundCloud and YouTube at Klaptrap TV. Hit that little bell for the notifications. Cause I know Mark got a few in the tuck now in the upload, so I just don't know when he's gonna do it. But like and subscribe at Klaptrap TV on SoundCloud and YouTube, and hopefully it's a little cool next weekend.
We need Doc back in here.
We gotta come in on. We gotta have that late night quiet storm Saturday one. The voice that took Doc place the last few weeks. Going back and forth with Rabbit Killer here. So yeah, we'll be back.
Foot.
We'll be back next week. We holler at y'all. Peace.
All right.